Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. He'll bring it out. It's Drake. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. RPO complete to open the drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Wegman. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Cougars! He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Richard Young, what a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. Lewis on the play action. Pulls it in. It's Atkins. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Lewis from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the delay, it's Hughes. Gets away from one, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Walker. Touchdown Cougars, and they take it in for 6 more points.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch and he's free. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Young. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wilson to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flying as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period. First down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Hughes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the tip, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback making checks. Wilson will throw. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse.
Maybe a crease. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone, using the quick game. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.